I just wanted to start off first and foremost by saying thank you so much to those of you who tuned in both live and after the fact to watch episode 1 of the Buzzcut Diaries. I definitely don't know what I expected. I don't think I really expected too many people to show up. Yeah, it's been a really wonderful outpouring of support and love and just genuine care for this journey and the sort of self-empowerment and confidence movement that comes with it. So thank you so much for sharing your stories, your experiences in the comments and in my direct messages. So yeah, thanks so much for reaching out, and I'm really excited to dive into episode 2. So if you are new here, in episode 1, I started out by sharing a little bit about why I decided to get a buzz cut, what it was like when I first buzzed my hair, as well as, some of the reactions that I got and how this marked the sort of beginning of my hair journey. So today we're going to focus a little bit more about actually living with a buzz cut. So what is that like? What goes along with having a buzz cut? Sort of some of the maybe unexpected highs and lows of having a buzz cut. And I really do want to highlight some of the incredible connections and experiences that I've had during my buzz cut journey. So let's dive in. So we did talk a bit about this in the first episode, but growing up, I went through so many different hair phases. Interestingly enough, I didn't even have hair until I was past 2 years old, so maybe I'm just cycling back to sort of my original bald self. But yeah, once I did have hair, my mom really took over control of my hair for most of my childhood. My sister and I had to have the same hair. We had the straight across bangs, and then the crimped on the side. My mom would also curl our bangs. We hated this hair so much. I was burnt on my forehead many a times by that curling iron, that crimping iron. But I mean, I'm a child of the 80s, so what can you really expect? I think the first time I really took my hair into my own control, I think I was about 13, maybe going on 14. And I didn't tell my mom what I wanted. We went to the hairdresser and I showed the hairdresser a photo. And yeah, I got my Natalie Imbruglia inspired pixie cut. So for those of you who are maybe a little closer to my age, you will have grown up in the Natalie Imbruglia era, the Torn music video. I wanted to be her more than anything else. So I chopped off my hair, got a pixie cut, and it didn't exactly turn out how I wanted. And I think it actually really did scar me for a while from getting short hair. After that, I grew it and I grew it fast and I kept it long all the way until I think, what was I think 28 or 29 years old. So a really long tenure of just long, plain-ish hair. Other than that, in university, oh my gosh, I got really into bleaching my hair, but didn't understand how you bleach your hair. So I would buy the box dye that had, a wonderful blonde lady on the cover. Little did I know that, well, with almost nearly black hair, I can't just apply a box dye on top of that and expect that I'm going to look like, the lovely lady on the box. So I had very orange hair for probably a couple years in university, and I loved to just douse my hair in an entire container of gel. And then I would start the braids just under the ear, really tight braids, again, full gel, and let it dry. And then I would take it out. And so I'd have this lovely sort of swoop to my ear and then just full on crib from there on down. So I don't know, maybe I was channeling my inner 7-year-old from when my mom would crib my hair. But oh my goodness, I did that for a while and wasn't exactly a cute look. So fast forward a few years to the ripe old age of, I think, what am I now? 39. So 36 years old, I decided to buzz my hair. I won't sort of go into all of the bits and bobs that I talked about in episode 1 of sort of why exactly that happened. But yeah, buzzing my hair was such a unique experience. It really was like just shedding every fear and insecurity that I had been holding on to and just absorbing into my hair over the last 30 some years of my life. And seeing my reflection in the mirror afterwards, I really felt a version of myself that was bolder and more authentic than I had ever felt before in my life. That said, it wasn't always easy. There were a lot of different people who had many opinions about the way I looked. I can remember sort of walking around stores and just feeling people staring at me and really just, I don't know, wondering like, what are these people thinking about me? What story have they made up in their mind about why I look the way I look? And quite frankly, most of the negativity that I experienced did come from being online. I would have people calling me disgusting, that I was obscene. People would constantly be asking me, are you in some type of crisis? Like, do you have a health issue? Oh, you must be confused in your gender identity, or I'm clearly a fetishist. Yeah, it was really those reactions that made me want to not only stand up for myself, but every other female who had short hair, every male who had long hair, anybody who was stepping outside of society's general gender schemas. I felt like I was on a bit of a mission to show that it's normal to be different. It's society that tells us that we're not fitting in. What does it matter if my hair is 6 inches, 4 inches, 1 inch, or a half an inch? It is literally strands of protein coming out of my scalp. I don't understand what this has to do with who I am as a person. I am the exact same person, regardless of what my hair looks like. In general, living with a buzz cut has been transformational. I really never thought that something as simple as having hair shorter than 3 inches was going to connect me with a community of people. When I first buzzed my hair, I didn't think anything of it. I don't even really remember why I put it online at the time. And it was just such a shock to me, the outpouring of love from people, men, women, old, young, whoever. I have so many DMs from people reaching out to say, you gave me the confidence. You showed me it was okay. You inspired me. Thank you for empowering me. And it's like weird to think about because I really don't think of myself as being, I don't know, that important. But to have those people reach out and say those things to me, it really did encourage me to keep moving forward, to keep putting it online, despite people judging me or making up stories about me. I knew what I was doing it for. And I took a lot of joy in that as well. I loved talking to all of you. I loved giving you advice on bleaching your hair, buzzing your hair, growing your hair. I had men with long hair reaching out saying how uncomfortable people would make them feel when they're in public and, talking through those types of insecurities together. It really is amazing to see how something so simple as a haircut can spark so many conversations about self expression and confidence. I still don't fully understand why this haircut resonates so deeply with so many people, but I am endlessly grateful for the connections that I've made and for those of you who sustained conversations with me over the course of those couple years that I had a buzz cut. So I guess to wrap this up, having a buzz cut has taught me three major lessons. The first is it's more than just a haircut. It is a bold statement of self-expression. Second, it's a bridge to so many amazing conversations and connections. And third, confidence really has nothing to do with what's on your head, it's what's inside you. And if there's one thing that I tried to convey to the people that I've spoken to over the past few years, it's that it's do what feels right inside of you because that's what's going to show on the outside. If you don't feel comfortable and confident with long hair, you're not going to come across as confident and comfortable. So why not bring what's inside you outside of you? Do what makes you feel good. Do what makes you feel happy in your own skin. And that is the message that I will say time and time again for those of you looking for advice. So that's it for this episode of the Buzzcut Diaries. I want to thank you so much for watching and being a part of this journey. Again, if you have a buzz cut or you did have a buzz cut, I would love to hear your experience. It's so interesting and often validating to hear some of your experiences with having a buzz cut. It's so strange how we have a lot of similarities. So if you're comfortable, go ahead and drop it in the comment box or feel free to also DM me if you want to share that way also. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed. And in the next episode, I will be focusing a bit more about different products I use, the different buzzers. I've gotten so many questions over the years about what I use, how I use it, how I maintain a healthy scalp, and I'm looking forward to sharing some more information with all of you. So I'll see you next time, and until then, stay beautiful.